What that danyo, what that dying, and God danyo, oh, what that dying. This is the voice of the patriot.
Abusia for Netflix for a releasing movie be at the about 2 Ghana so our Ghana sabre ya me no ka say. Na movie ni mu no enema mebre ekoso.
Boy, be almost some friend Kwadwo Sheldon was there. I waka bibi or say any.
Your influencers are not going to talk about these things because that is where they get their money from. You understand?
Now, Mr. Vice President, my name is Kwadwo Sheldon. I represent Kwadwo Sheldon Studios.
Say Amina, Shematari, me she. Oh, busy mommy. Amina too. Ah, tuba. Say, zomizo. Aji, mizozo. Aji, zomizo. Osine, mizozo. K, zomizo. Aji, mizozo. Aji, zomizo. Hey, osine, asamoni.
God have mercy upon us.
Hey, Kivo, Bingo, Zigo, Migo, say, say, Tuba, I say, Tuba, say, hey, say, Kivo, Migo, Zigo, Bingo, Zige, Tuba, say, Migo, Zige, hey, Tuba, say, Migo, Zigo, Migo.
Esewani na ensa o ka kire enche ye bia ne hu se Bawumia ene na po a omo ye NPP flag bearers omo pese omo be di oman ne so eye 2025 ekoyi na edie ne siye ye hu se omo manifesto launch na se na journalists for mebre ko pie mu a amanfo kire mu se ye tuatua sika bi ede ma omo ebi mu se journalists ni BBG 20,000 ebi mu se 10,000 amma Captain Smart aba address issue ni se sia me no ka se ma se journalists for na family de okọ ho ye butu bro
Efiai.
Ana kwa na ya hu.
Mafiai.
Because you.
Wo mo say mo di ji sikari na me wo list no.
Because you we dey bi ntwa no. Enu asem me hwe no wo ayi Bawumia ne page. Enti am say omo wie ye no, omo ba yi ye friends miracle bomb pa ye wie ye a Bawumia chechia no. Omo refi was there. Omo so mo a mo ba eri na mo go table no mo go sign na mo go bia nkoje.
Listen. You see? Listen. She mafia arahosam e course no say. Wo sign within a envelope na sikani shem 20,000 Ghana cedis no. Ye ti envelope na no ye yimu we say 20,000. Ni asade ya shem no wa sign. Hwe Ghana central for mo ya mamwefo. Who could track in Pisky in less than 3 hours, 4 hours, or whatever hours you spent. Me about 20,000, 200 million. I am saying it. Me see me person presenters I Ghana ham coin and person be any nyasem. And I am ready for you and your stupidity and your nonsense and your corrupt attitude. Wo kwado wa kwaji 20,000, 200 million. Me am if you have work and we ma wo.
Apotre.
What sign? Ni a T envelope na no ni ye 20,000 200 cities kokono achrew ni asan cash him no wa sign presenters ni na no from one efi media general ha koye muji 20,000 one efi multimedia 20,000 despite group 20,000 from everywhere 20,000 we say ya boa be chance ka aje we say ya boa be chance every person was giving 20,000 Ghana cedis. Are you not sick upstairs? Me see me fear half work obi aji 200 million. 200 million. 20,000. Red nibi. Omo sheda su ko yi sika no. First place omo yi first one. Aye Absa. Second bank omo yi aye Fidelity. Third bank aye CBG. I am daring them to come and tell me I am lying. Sa Silver Land Cruiser na ko yi sika no fee CBG no. Yehu. Kana ekoyi sika no from Fidelity Bank e de buy no yehu Absa de no so it was a saloon car. Toyota, if I say CAMRY, and one say Camry.
Na eba modern media na say modern TV e wo Ghana nipa bi wo ha wo bɔ ne ho modern ye pa ye friend Kwadwo Sheldon some manifesto launch yes Kwadwo Sheldon ekopie mu wo ha na kyese obusebusa questions.
Mr. Vice President, my name is Kwadwo Sheldon. I represent Kwadwo Sheldon Studios.
Na bear in mind satam na NDC for Youth Manifesto ne koso no enkita ho mebre koso ma like ebi mu kra say wona okọ ho kobusebusa questions no NDC for anase John Dramani Mahama etietie sika e de memema influencers for no ene journalists ni bi Emma Kwadwo Sheldon be kan wo Twitter space ni so a na internet ni so ya butubutu.
People who came, everybody who came to cover. I paid all of the trial for everybody. I paid all of the cover.
Yeah.
As when I was in the call you to ask you for your account number.
Influencers are not going to talk about these things because that is where they get their money from, you understand?
Now, Mr. Vice President, my name is Kwadwo Sheldon. I represent Kwadwo Sheldon.
Now wait, and Bawumia de the course no so abeto dwa say journalist na mo koye ne memmo mu sika na we ne de ya say sika ne de hwehwehwe envelope mu mo enti wo hwe ha bon say we yakwaje na envelope wo hwe ha we yakwaje na envelope
mi she obisi amami amina tu tuba say show me to aji bizo
I'm a big crab practical. I found says, can say 20,000 and 20,000 10,000. I'm saying, and to me, so it's Satam na Brako Joko and I man bag no, or could be net 20,000 Shimana. Black Rasta are also there about rega on what demo ye pa. On what tomato to ne sakos no chichi reggae beat and then rhythms. I was through on also abase abekasa. Ono so abase hwene obi ankobo ne din daati ankoka se na ne papa ti ase no ano ye journalism no na ojejejeje bribe na ono de onye bribe taker.
This is the voice of the patriot.
Yabo.
And this is from the newsreel, which we always keep real. Here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. This is the patriot, the voice of the patriot. Today, my brother, my sister, I'm going to concentrate on just one, and that is Captain Smart. Now, Captain Smart has said something. He said some journalists have decided to sell out the integrity that journalism provides to being on the payroll of some politicians. Now, we recently had some people go for a certain media engagement by a political party. And we were told that some 20,000 Ghana cedis was doled out to individuals, whilst others said 10,000 was doled out. In fact, very critical journalists like us were never invited. When they are in opposition, we are the first they would invite. But when they are in power, we are too critical for them to invite. We were not invited. In fact, if I was even invited, I will never bother go there because I've made up my mind already about a failed government that has nothing to offer but treachery and lies. I have said it time and again, should this government be retained in power, I am leaving this country for you because you are totally unemotional to pain. In other words, you are numb to pain. Having seen what we have seen, my brother, my sister, several moments from when we voted them into power some 7 years ago, getting to 8 years now, my brother, my sister, they have only inflicted on us pain, lies, and perjury. We have seen how our nation has descended from the high standards all the way down to the lowest echelons, the deepest abyss. Captain Smart has made it clear. My brother, one of the things that I fear in my life is not when I'm alive, but when I'm dead one day. that people will stand in front of my children, my grandchildren, and call me names. Your father was nothing but a bribe taker. Your grandfather was nothing but a cheap bigot. Your grandfather was unpatriotic. So whilst I am alive, I make sure that I try to live by the standards of the Most High, the standards of the society, because the voice of the people is the voice of God. Now all those journalists who went out there and took money and decided to play to the gallery, shame on you. According to Captain Smart, some of his colleague journalists that he works with have also been lip-sealed with cash. I've worked with so many journalists for the several years that I've worked in this profession. And I've seen some people that are held in high standards stoop so low as to selling their birthright of journalism for peanuts. Look, the biggest problem we have in this country is not NDC and NPP. The biggest problem we have in this country, my brother, my sister, is not the religion you belong to. My brother, my sister, the biggest problem we have in this country is the lack of virtue.
Into about addressing issue, no? Eddie can be member ebe enchant answer no be room no kwa enchant my. Am I a Rasta fried rice? Echremu say. Lastly, we don't criticize the critical thinkers, but if you criticize the jai. Black Rasta then the bro for the boom book like don't worry. What I say?
What that Daniel, what that dying, and God Daniel, what that dying. This is the voice of the patriot.
Yabo!
And this is from the newsreel, which we always keep real. Here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. This is the patriot, the voice of the patriot.
It's when you watch a movie, you say, the real movie scene here, Black Kwadwo also be you one because NDC for buy no be ka say o makoji jisika ana won so de aba but wo de as a page class man for de you emom ye nim say the envelope na akoji na sika betima ba say na notebook betima ba say na say but the other power na say e ranging from 10,000 Ghana cedis to 20,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, ento wada inti journalists wo mebrebe yo mko enyina anti susu ampa se eyampa si etwa yo mka 20,000 each na se Ghana yedeka. Oh, that's nice. The movie ni dey Kalyjay na dey to ho Twitter na hwe movie na efeye pa movie na efeye abusuafo adien na wo kafa sa situation wo ye sure say ya ko tintam sikapudu obi de ma journalist for say da be o me come no tum no me promote NPP for say yan sabe NPP for say yan to aba ne mo ana say eye orchestration bi na NDC for no try orchestrating on the internet say da be ya be who say NPP for government no omonya papa no ma start 8 bribe say da be ya one na or country no me to aba mo chiraba dwenchire e de fa ho medina de Richard Kwadwo Adade Mensa Collins eye Richmond's Media. Peace. I'm signing out.